Amber McDaniel, the mother of 2-year-old Jason Wilder McDaniel, who was found dead in her boyfriend's home in October of 2018, is facing charges in connection with his death. Her arrest affidavit charges her with child endangerment and tampering with evidence. Detectives made a break in their investigation in April when the Secret Service lab was able to bypass all security on James Staley's phone. James Staley is charged with the capital murder by suffocation of Wilder. Once Staley's phone was unlocked, it revealed several messages between Amber and Staley. Now, according to the affidavit, Amber had never previously disclosed the messages between her and Staley to investigators, and she deleted them because she knew they would make her look bad. Well, you can read the redacted affidavit on our website, Texomashomepage.com. And Shatanya Clark is with Wilder's father, Bubba McDaniel. And Shatanya, what are his thoughts?
Well, Daniel, talking to Bubba, he said he did not get through the affidavit in its entirety. However, from what he's seen, he's saying that he stands by Amber right now. He's supporting his wife. He's here with me. Bubba, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Talk to me a little bit about what you've seen, your thoughts, especially from the text exchanges between James and Amber.
Honestly, I've seen a lot that just seems like it's all too familiar. Don't get me wrong, there was times where I was kind of shocked that she kind of laughed about things, but it's like I said too, though, there are things that are all too familiar with things that he said before. He tried to manipulate her into, thinking that it was all just jokes, things like that. So I understand that a lot of these things that I've read so far have an LOL on it, even if it is kind of a dark sense of humor kind of thing. So I can see how the manipulation of her thinking something different.
Some may say that even if it is, as you say, dark humor, her not leaving the situation may have put him in, put Wilder in danger, of course, showing from this charge. What are your thoughts on her staying?
Now, the staying part is she did leave a couple of times. There was a time that she changed her number, blocked him, or didn't change her number. She blocked his numbers, blocked him on Facebook, things like that. He still found a way to get back to her. He found ways to, get in contact with her again, say, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that was just something that, I didn't take my medication. I didn't do all these other things. Like, he's a master manipulator and a coward. That's how they work like that.
Okay. Did you and Amber have an exchange about these messages before seeing the affidavit today?
These messages themselves, no. There's a couple of them that are brand new on there, but at the same time, we've had exchanges about even the cold, like me being cold, Wilder being cold, things like that. Those are worse than the other ones that I'm reading new today, to me, honestly. Those things right there have already been discussed. We've talked about those. We've been into very heated discussions where even the police have come around because people call it, but we're just arguing out the situation with my son and everything. We've had these long, hard talks, and I stand beside my wife. I understand the times and the things like that. If people haven't been in her situation and the things that are going on, they just don't understand why I'm still here, but it's where I'm at.
You said to me a little bit earlier that there are some things that you believe officials aren't releasing when it came on to Amber's phone being given over. Kind of explain that.
Okay, so whenever they're talking about, oh, she erased messages, she erased this, she erased that, 11 days after they were putting out those new warrants, searching the house, things like that, it was us that offered up the phones. Like, we straight offered phones, knowing that they're going to be cracked open, knowing that any message that was on there is going to be looked at, anything like that. Anytime she's been talked to after that, she goes in without a lawyer. She tells them to ask her anything. She'll tell them the truth. It's not like she's trying to hide things. I think this is one of those things they just need to pin something on her. And we knew that something could possibly come of this for her involvement of even bringing him back around after some of these things. So we've been preparing for this for a couple years, and it's one of those things that, like I said, we knew it was coming. And as bad as it is to read these things again and think hurt like that, I've read worse. I've been through worse already with it, and I'm still right beside her. So,
any final words you want to say to anyone in general that are hoping for justice for Wilder?
That's just it right there. This is about justice for Wilder. This is not about Amber being arrested. This is not about anything to do with me. This is about justice for my son and taking justice to the man who killed him. There's one person that killed him. He's a coward. There's nothing else I can say about him other than he won't stand in front of me and say things he said to me even yesterday over a video call when he didn't think I was listening. Like I say, so it's one of those things. Like, he's a full-on coward, and that's the man that needs to be brought to justice, and that's what it comes down to. Only one person killed my son.
All right. Bubba, I want to thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Well, Daniela, we spoke with Sergeant Charlie Eiper today, who went into detail of how officials came about these charges for Amber. We're going to have a full wrap-up today at KFDX 3 News at 5 and 6 o'clock. Back to you.
All right, Shatanya, thank you for that update.